I'm Pastor Jake. We've been talking about where does your faith come from. This is kind of the series this week, is that I'm just asking the question, where does it come from? You know, I've heard people say, well, it comes from the church, it comes from talking to this person or this person. But what does God say about it? God says, well, your faith should come and your belief should come from Him, knowing who He is. You know, in Hebrews 11:6 says, no one can please God without faith. So it don't matter what you do, you can't please God. You can do work all your life for something and still never please God because it comes by faith. Then Romans 10:17 says, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So in other words, you can't believe God who God is, and who the Father is, unless you hear the words. Well, where does the words come from? Hebrews 12:2 says, look unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. In other words, Jesus is the one who wrote the Bible. Everybody says, oh, man wrote the Bible, man did this. That's a lie from the devil. Jesus wrote the Bible because He's the one who sat there with people and told them what to say. How do you think Moses knew everything about the beginning? Jesus. That's what I'm saying. He is the author and finisher of our faith. And at the end of it, and how to wrap this all up is John 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In other words, how do you please God? By His words and His words only. In other words, coming to God and reading His Word. Taking the Bible out and actually looking at it. Or listening to you on your phone. Or even pull up on your computer when you're at work or wherever you're at and looking at and saying, okay, just reading one chapter. Read God. Come to know who God is. And you can't please God without faith. You can't please faith without the Word. So in other words, you got to get to know who Jesus is. You got to know who God the Father is. And you can only do it one way, and that's by reading about Him.